mitigate what this NIP composition really can put together. So that's what we're looking at here going into game number 1 of this best of 3 series. NIP definitely the favorites overall when keep himself alive. The Ultra Prime bottom lane getting off to a good start.
Summoner spell advantage and wave push going over to UP. Ezreal Braum quite a strong level 1. And oh boy.
Yasha is going to flash forward, hitting level 2. They have to be careful though, because Nio is here. They got to burst down leave as quick as possible. The all-last auto attack from Baya is going to secure first blood. But now it is Nio in the area. He flashes into the brush to make sure he gets that vision, gets the kill on Baya. The stun will land on the Xiaosha. The healing going to keep him alive. Nio gets himself a double kill and punishes the UP bottom side.
Still has flash. This should be a guaranteed kill.
Saber. Nice job walking. Niket misses the Q, but the crash down's still going to land. Combined with that seismic shove, should be enough to take Saber down. Jinhao not really able to do anything about it as NIP claim those feats of warfare. Roman to the top side, forcing a flash from Zhang.
I mean, I'd love for Niket to find a spear. It's like he's a pacifist that's entered a jousting competition.
And now that you do see leave, I feel like Ultra Prime, knowing that they are already behind at least a little bit,
Saber's going to go answer.
Their numbers advantage.
Saber's just going to answer, and so now the numbers advantage is gone, and Saber's just going to be away to this bot lane. In terms of the timing of the game, Grapes, I do think it's a fight that you want for Rumble, and Junhao does have 6. So giving away these grubs by Ultra Prime, I don't think this is exactly the plan. It's expensive. I would have brought Saber up and just sacked the bot camps and bully balled this one away. Instead, they lose 2, and now NIP, they don't give a flying crap about this last one. They're going to pick it up just because they can.
Yeah,
they find a fight now, too.
Ultra Prime playing between the lines of going aggressive and backing away, and it ends up potentially biting them. However, the True Shot Barrage lands on the solo kill. Junhao picks up the first kill of this fight and then flashes away as Nio does the same over the wall. Now 4v3
coming.
Overall opened up here for Ultra Prime. Leave on the way, but not going to be able to close that gap. So Ultra Prime do get a kill back, but NIP control all 3 grubs.
NIP can find this Wukong. They're going to get a fight. He is flashless, and that should be the target to set up the 3-talent strike into the Talia flip.
Okay, Weaver's wall comes out. You notice leave. He's been blocked out by Zhang, but Niket's going to go forward anyway. Land the knockup onto Ezreal. He has to flash away, but look at that equalizer in a really good position. Zhang going to pick up the first kill on Niket. Leave finally arrives. Will it be in time? Going to be able to dish out some damage onto Junhao, who's now going forward. The Dragon's at 1,000 HP, and it will be secured by Nio with the smite.
Zin?
Second Dragon of the game now claimed here for NIP. Leave going to go forward with the Killer Instinct. Saber in some trouble and will drop. It's a double kill over to the Kaisa, and NIP win themselves the fight.
That was a team that we really felt like was the best team that didn't make playoffs in Split 1 here for the LPL. But they did not look that way in Split 2 until Nio came in and really turn that team around. So now is Zhang going to do his best.
Nio here, but the rest of the team's going to be able to do something onto Zhang. 3-man dive underneath the bot tier 1 is going to get themselves kill number 6. Do some work, and I think setup around objectives early is going to be important for this team. As I say that, they're going to be able to control this Rift Herald very easily, taking it effectively on spawn. So a big win for them in that department. They even up that objective counter. However, it will be NIP securing the first turret and giving themselves the feats of strength in response.
On the cross map.
And now on the bottom side, that means that NIP can really control the vision around the Dragon Pit and start it up whenever they damn please. However, now Ultra Prime trying to generate some pressure in the mid lane. They got a wave crashing in just a little bit. Some resets are coming through, though, and that means that Doinby is able to claim this top lane tier 1.
Autos. Of course, looking good on the IG Kaisa skin. Definitely easy to look at. Honoring an LPL legend, and Jack-Uov Leave is trying to play like him, too, on this Kaisa. As, yeah, the top outer falling and Dragon falling on the opposite side of the map is usually a bad sign for a team, Grapes.
Yeah, they lost on both sides, and can't really do anything about it at this point. Have to try to rely on some of that scaling that we talked a little bit about in the pre-show, waiting for Saber's Roa to fully stack. Glacial Fissure, fancy footwork here for the NIP bot laner, as now Nio is going to come in with a little bit of hope, going with the Weaver's Wall as well to try to block out the rest of Ultra Prime. And in goes Niket from out of nowhere with a 3-man Magnet Storm, taking Junhao down. Xiaosha going to be the next to follow. And now the mid-tier 1 is merely an obstacle for NIP to avoid and go forward into. 2 kills for nothing off of the huge play from Niket.
Howard, Rune Prison. And Niket, love how he played with vision, saw leave W in. I think if he communicated it a wee bit better with Doinby, it could have been a triple flick to follow. And speaking of follow, we get back out of the map. That's a solo kill by Solo Kill on the Zhang.
In a 2v1, by the way, Saber TP'd in. They try to kill the Gwen.
Okay,
and end up Uno reverse carding him. And another situation of winning top lane and bot lane, Cubby. NIP get themselves that kill up there, and they also take the Otacon.
You know, Grapes, as the astute recent college grad you are, that also clocked out of a job, you know, watching my Cubbies lose before we started this LPL broadcast, you had a very astute observation before we started off this game. It involved the schedules that we had. Do we share with the audience what we saw in our built-in schedule?
Our built-in schedule? Oh,
yes. It had to do with start times.
If you take a look at the schedule as we go to break after this game,
I like how you're assuming that I still play solo queue. That's nice of you, Grapes.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't play enough, or maybe it doesn't matter as much as.
You know, the new patch is hitting soon. That's when I practice tool the new AD and see what she can do. As Yunara is actually quite fun in the live ladder right now. A little bit more fun to talk about these than the games we have. Of course, AL versus BOG. This is a nice appetizer for what could be a bloodbath there. Frankly, favoring AL in that one as Junhao.
Oh, nice seismic shove combo off of the engage from Niket, but there's not a lot of follow-up after that. Nayo pops the Crescent Guard, but solo kill coming in on the flank. That Needlework's going to do a ton if it finds the right targets, and leaves dashed in on Nabaya. That's a 2-level lead, and a dead Ezreal after the fact. Going to be a 1-for-0 in favor of NIP. They're going to run straight down the mid lane to try to pick up some more, and if they don't find a kill, well, they'll surely take this tower instead.
Yeah, they've already secured the Drake, kind of secured the inner. We'll see if they move to the Baron that spawns here in 15 seconds. Could also take a red buff on the way out if they want to. Come around, we see that fight, because with no flashes available, they aren't going to be able to escape the next one, especially going up against that Rywise completed on Doinby.
And that next time might be right about now, as that Baron's been started up. You know, Sabres hit 16, Bias hit 2 items, but the rest of NIP just seemed like they're a little bit too strong. The Shoe Shot Barrage does not find a steal, and Ninjas in Pyjamas have themselves a Baron. They're the one wearing purple for the next 3 minutes.
King v King matchup. Oh, Doinby.
Finding that nice 2-man engage, leave going in and taking down Zhang with the Killer Instinct. Another 2-for-0 in favor of NIP, and they're not done just yet. Trying to chase down the remaining members of Ultra Prime. Nayo's getting a little bit low, but Baye is caught out without any summoner spells. It's 2 more going down, and NIP with only Saber alive are going to try to close out this game 1.
Said that on paper we expected NIP to be the team to beat in Group Nirvana. They were bested by the actual team to beat based on what we've seen with the eye test so far in EDG yesterday. But giving Ultra Prime a taste of that same treatment they got from the top dogs in Group Nirvana as NIP looking to get back up towards the top of the standings.
Xiaosha and Saber gonna get engaged upon as NIP try to pad those KDAs a little bit, get themselves a little bit extra gold before the eventual Nexus falls. A 27-minute dominant win here for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.